Have you ever met someone who claims to be a Thelemite, but somehow just doesn't really seem to embody very much of what Thelema stands for? Well, my friend, you may have encountered a fake Thelemite, or you might even be one. In this video, we're going to break down the 6 signs of a fake Thelemite. This way you can spot them, avoid them, and avoid turning into one. Do what thou wilt is not a get out of jail free card. If someone gets called out on their behavior, maybe they're being an asshole, maybe they're spreading misinformation, and their response is, "Hey man, I'm just doing my will, man," or "Criticizing me is against the law of Thelema because everyone's entitled to their own opinion." Pull over. We've got a fake Thelemite here. Here's the deal. Thelema is not about avoiding accountability. If you can't defend your ideas, they're weak. If you can't take accountability for your own actions, you're weak. And weakness is what is actually anathema to Thelema. Not criticism, not getting called out for saying dumb shit on Reddit. Real Thelemites own their words and they own their actions. They don't hide behind misinterpretations of the law to dodge consequences. You know the type. Calls himself a magus, but his most impressive magic trick is disappearing when the waiter brings the check. Talks about true will, but can't hold down a job, can't move out of the mom's basement, can't seem to face real life. Thinks the inertia of the universe is just another term for cashing his dead grandfather's social security check. Let me be clear. Struggle builds character. The book of the law says success is your proof. Not excuses, not theories about what Crowley actually meant to say. Real, actual success. If your only great work is stirring up drama on occult forums, might be time to touch some grass. Start building something real. Look, I love a good historical deep dive, but there is a problem when somebody knows exactly what Crowley was doing on August 3rd, 1911, but they haven't yet figured out how to control their emotions or their drinking. These are the people who spend all their time down Wikipedia rabbit holes instead of practicing. The point of Thelema is not to be a librarian of Crowley's life or the lives of characters associated with Crowley. Point is to use Thelema to transform your own life. If your great work is endlessly cataloging trivia, then I think you're missing the point. My message for beginners is, if you really want to be a Thelemite, start with self-discipline. The books will be there later. Are you ready to unlock your true will and live with purpose? Introducing The Adventures of a God, a guide to spiritual growth and true will in OTO. My new ebook designed to help you discover and embody the profound teachings of Thelema. In this guide, you'll uncover the core principles of Thelema, explore the mystical rituals of Ordo Templi Orientis, and learn how to align with your divine purpose. From understanding the Gnostic Mass to navigating the transformative path of initiation, this book offers practical insights for your spiritual journey. Whether you're a seasoned member of OTO or simply curious about Thelema, The Adventures of a God is your roadmap to spiritual growth and authentic living. Take the first step on your path to transformation. Download The Adventures of a God and let your journey begin today. One of the truly obvious signs of a fake Thelemite: no self-mastery. Emotionally unstable. Cannot sit with their own feelings for more than a couple minutes, so they are constantly lashing out online at supposed gatekeepers or elitists. No control over substances. Constantly drinking, smoking pot, doing other drugs, and excusing it with the fact that Crowley was addicted to heroin. No discipline in speech or action. Can't control what comes out of their mouths any better than what goes in. Yeah, so Crowley struggled with heroin, therefore it's okay for me to be completely fucking lazy about everything in my own life. Yeah, logic, great. Self-mastery is taught in the beginning stages of both AA and OTO. These are not high-level practices. This is like the baseline where you're supposed to start before you can access these higher practices and higher mystical states. Control what you consume. Put the fucking fork down. Control what you say. Stop spending all of your time reacting to things on Facebook and Reddit. Control your emotions. The rest of the world is not out to get you. If you can't do any of these things, maybe don't call yourself a fucking adept. Every field has two types. There are the people who create, and then there are the people who react to what is created. Newsflash. Thelema is about creation. It is about doing. And yet, so many Thelemites spend most of their lives just reacting to things in the comment sections of Facebook and Reddit. Crowley had a word for people like this. He called them troglodytes. In the Book of the Law, Iwaz calls them dogs. Today, we'd probably just call them non-player characters, NPCs. Why? Because they don't write, they don't create, they don't practice. They're an NPC character that turns bile into comments in comment sections. If you find yourself in this category, for the love of God, choose another fucking priority. There are two types of Crowley fanboys. They're the ones who worship Crowley. Well, Crowley said it, therefore it has to be my true will as well. And then there are the ones who define themselves by rejecting Crowley. Oh, Crowley said to not stick my head in a fan, so both of these people are still letting Crowley control them. Real Thelemites don't need to force Crowley into their own personal ideology. Real Thelemites don't need to rebel against Crowley like some kind of angsty teenager. Real Thelemites stand in their own authority. You don't need to agree with Crowley on everything. You also don't need to turn him into your own intellectual punching bag. He's dead. He can't fight back. Learn some core theory, learn to apply it, and work like hell to attain. Now, if you're watching this and thinking to yourself, oh shit, I do some of these things, don't panic. Thelema isn't about being perfect, it's about growth. Here are some tips for staying on the right path. Take responsibility for your words and your actions. No excuses. Prove yourself in the real world, not just online, not just in your fantasies. Balance study with practice. Theory is useless without application. Master yourself. Control equals power. Create more than you consume. Stop lurking, start building. Develop your own authority. Master the basics. Move forward. Thelema is about power, strength, self-mastery. If you're not moving toward that, you're not on the path. What's the most ridiculous thing that you've heard a fake Thelemite say? Drop it down in the comments. And if you're serious about deepening your understanding of Thelema, be sure to check out the free PDF guide linked below. And if you're tired of all the same bullshit and you're nodding along with this video, check out this next video. You won't regret it. I'll see you over there.